Okay, so here we are, month 11, and I'm going to give you an update on how the tank's looking, show some new pieces. So, as you can kind of see, let me see if I can get a good angle on it. The algae issue is probably about 97.5% resolved. Barely anywhere is there new algae growth. So right in front here, and it's hard to pick up, maybe I can angle it a little. I got another feather duster, and I fragged off a few zoe onto rock from the plugs. So we'll take a look around. But so from the side view, we're looking pretty good here. Vast improvement over the last few months. I still have a slight, I'm not even sure if it's cyano, but I guess you could say it's cyano. So I've got to introduce some more sand sifting inverts to work on that problem. So yeah, there's a good look at the worm I picked up. So we'll come around the front here. So this new Kenya's doing really good. Might be kind of hard to tell with the greenish, but there's some gonopora, a little piece of gonopora up top, and then to the left of that is a rainbow galaxia. Picked up a nice red, just a regular Florida mushroom. Is doing really well. Replacement on the Kenya. The original leather toadstool, I guess, still doing well. Some more frag pieces. I picked up this new toadstool leather. And again, I'm getting a lot of calcification and starting better, bigger spots are growing better. I also picked up a fighting conch. I don't know if he's going to move. You can see his, on the bottom right, his little dot is his eye sticking out. There's my original feather duster. Shed his skin, and he's starting to grow his tube back. Next to a new finger leather that I picked up, and I got him on the bottom so that way he can get cleaned up a little bit. Yeah, there you go. You can see the conch moving around. Let me see if I can get it from this angle. You can see the conch moving around. So he's sifting some sand. And the firefish is doing well. So here's a second feather duster I picked up, along with some more zoo frags. And I know it's hard to tell, but if you look at that zoo right there in the middle, that's called a white daisy. It's really nice when the blue light comes in. I'll do some blue light video real quick after this. It really shows the white eyes, or it's not even the eyes, it's just a circular pattern around the eye, which is kind of orange. And then the back, the pulsing zinnia, I had them up on rock, but I want them to start growing on my bottle, so that'll fill up that corner really nice. So yeah, for now the chemical balance kind of stabled out on my parameters. Working more and more to not add chemicals directly to the tank. So we'll do some more of that video to show that stuff a little bit later. Okay, so that first part was 100% light on every spectrum. This is the normal color I have during the daytime. It's probably, I believe it's like 4% white light, 5% purple, and 5% red, and then 100% blue. I like just a tad bit of the white light because it gives good eye appeal when you're sitting down looking at it. So my two common fish are doing well, Remo and Nemo. And he won't make an appearance till food comes out, but the Watchman Goby has made himself a nice little burrow right there. So I'm going to take on a view of this side so you can take a look. Another thing I recently did that I think is a good thing for my tank right now, and you can see I got a couple little tufts of algae that I got to work on, but for the most part, I went and got like a half a dozen margaritas, a half a dozen astrias, a half a dozen Naceris snails, and kind of overloaded. So I think I'm going to pick up either a shrimp or a crab, and maybe a starfish that I can keep the sand being in better condition than it is. So that's it for this part. I'm going to follow up with a feeding video, and follow up with the chemicals and the dosing that I'm using. Coming up on 1 year, and I'm really happy that it's finally stabilizing. Now I've just got to kind of keep a easy maintenance method, and I'll have a tank for years to come. So as we get closer to 1 year on the tank, I wanted to do a quick video of how I feed and what I feed my tank. So right now I have 4 fish. They're all carnivore type fish. So here I have the regular frozen brine shrimp. I took the maker off, so I'm not trying to solicit anything. Basically, this is the larger brine shrimp that I feed the fish, and then once a month I'll feed the rest of the tank with this. It's like a micro brine shrimp, and basically what I do is I cut all these pieces up. I cut each piece into 4, regardless, right? And then I feed a little chunk every time I do a feeding once a day. So basically they get a quarter of a cube of food on a daily basis. And then once a month I give a quarter of the micro brine shrimp to feed the filter feeders and the rest of the tank. So that's it, frozen brine shrimp cut down, and I'll show you the method of how the process is. I just put it in a little solo cup, a little bit of water from the tank, let it melt down, and spoon feed it. So another thing I wanted to do, getting toward the end of actually 1 year running, I wanted to go over some of the things I use chemical-wise. So, of course, basic, filter floss, no big deal. You can get them in packages at any store. You can order them online. One thing that I picked up that I like it for a different reason, but I use it and it works okay, is these pads that Come in a big size like the floss bag. You get a big square, maybe 12 by 10 or something. And some do phosphate, some do nitrate, whatever. So this is a pad for nitrate, but I think it works better as a filter in the sense of the filter floss too, because it catches a lot of debris. And that's what I really like it better for. So in combating my water quality issues, when I finally I don't have the container here, but I use the ChemPure bags, filtration bags. It's kind of like a carbon looking product. ChemPure makes it. It comes in a little plastic bottle, but the one I use has the phosphate remover rather than the regular just carbon. And along with that, I've been using this product here. It's a nitrate remover. So the LR is low. So when I had the high nitrate issue, when I was in the like 20s, 30s, and 40s, along with the water changes and everything, it really helped out a lot. So then the next thing is my calcium dosing. So let me go back to, so recently I've been dosing like every other day with a nitrate remover, twice a week with the calcium, as long as I keep an eye on my testing and everything. So here's a product I started using. Now, not only do I use that when I get my RO salt water, but I also use that for my RO fresh water. And I squirt a little bit into it, and that helps with keeping the algae issue under control, along with getting the right cleanup crews, etc. And it doesn't impact water changes as greatly as if I poured it directly into the tank. I'm trying to avoid the whole pouring everything directly into the tank. So when I do my water, I also use the Reef buffer to make sure that I'm trying to keep my alkalinity up. So Fluval recommends this Biomax. Comes in a little bag. It's actually a really big box for my tank, so I portioned it out, and it's supposed to last 6 months, so I've probably got 2 years worth in that box. And then the last thing I use on my salt and fresh water to doubly make sure is this tap water conditioner. It's like 1 milliliter. It's really 1 drop or 2 drops. So then for my coral feeding, I love Aquavitro, and I'm only mentioning them because I like their product. So I use this fuel product for reef tanks. It's good for the corals, gives them the essential minerals and vitamins. Keep it in the fridge. So with that, it's I do about 7 milliliter twice a week. With the calcium, so the recommended is not to go more than 50 milliliters up or down. So normally when I dose it, I'll dose it like twice a week, and I'll dose 10 milliliters, which is the equivalent of trying to boost it up 20. With the nitrate remover, always 3 milliliters, and I usually put it in after I do a test or just normal routine. So there's right now, like I say, getting close to a year of tank up and running. This is what I'm currently using for my chemicals. Hoping I do 6 months, I'll have half of these things being used, and the tank will still be looking good. So there it is.